Tottie with AK and Bree.
We're not on.
Okay, that's what I was trying to say. Do you want? Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Hot Toddy with AK and Bree. Hey, how you doing, AK?
I'm AK. Hi guys.
You look like you're in a really good mood. Is there any reason for that?
I know, you look excited.
Honestly, I don't know why I'm excited, but I am. I have a lot of energy, and also we have a guest today. I guess that's why I'm excited. Yeah.
I thought so. I thought that's why you were excited. All right, so actually, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Trisha. You could follow me at Trishy _ to the _ Yep. Long ass name, but you know, that's simple. I'm here today as a guest, and I'm so excited because I don't have to introduce.
It's her birthday. That's what she didn't want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers. You got your drink, AK?
Cheers.
Yes, love it.
See, yours is healthy. Ours is healthy. You know, wine, grapes. It's healthy. It's healthy.
I don't know how. I mean, help. You know what? When I was in college, I took public speaking, and one of my speeches was about how you should drink a glass of red wine a day.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, truly, I really wanted to pull up to that speech with a bottle of red wine, but I was like, let me not try to convince them too much.
You could do that. I saw somebody giving a presentation on how to roll a joint. And they brought the weed and they did it on the little screen, everything.
They're demonstrating. I understand that.
You guys, what you gotta do for the
A. I got an A on that assignment. But I am getting my vodka soda. Today is a great day, so I guess I will drink a little bit. But I'm on my healthy-ish. You feel me? A gallon a day.
Is that water?
Huh?
Is that water?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Damn.
Yes.
I think I've seen that before. Look at you. You look like a whole advertisement right there.
You guys
drink your water. Has motivational quotes.
Oh my gosh.
You want healthy skin? Drink your water.
Exactly. You could do it. They should pay you.
Right.
Pay her.
Add a lemon, some berries or something.
For real.
Man, listen, I'm trying to get paid from everything. But let's get into what.
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Let's do it.
So, President Obama, I think this past weekend, was giving a speech to all the graduates and basically talked about how incompetent the people running the United States of America is right now. And he got a little bit of like people was feeling some type of way, and they said that it was like a tradition or something, basically said that like all past presidents will never criticize a president like publicly who's in office at this moment, but fuck Donald Trump.
I mean, like once somebody says it, it's kind of like open season. And he, just because he wasn't a past president, Trump knew he was going to be a future president, and he still went after the current president at that time. So what can you really say? And if you're not doing your stuff, like it's 2020. If you can tweet like that, like
if you can feel, I mean, if you're being open like that, then okay, say it with your chest. Like, tell me how you really feel. And that's where you just have to comment back and don't, whatever you say, you just let it, what you said, I'm going to say the same thing back. However you feel about it, hey, I'm going to just say what I feel.
For real. It's like, if you can't take it, don't dish it.
But not even that. Like, people are talking shit, like, about Obama opening up his mouth, but Trump is an idiot. Trump has ran this whole, I want to say world, but everything to the fucking ground, bro. He's an idiot. So how are you mad at the President Obama? He basically made a statement and said, all the grown-ups, the so-called grown-ups who are running the U.S. right now, they're doing terribly, and like you guys are the future, so make sure not to be dumb dicks like him. Like, how is that bad? How is that bad?
I mean, if you're at a graduation ceremony, you know that some of these kids, like, there's a percentage that will end up thinking and believing the things that they see with in terms of Trump. And next thing you know, they have all these ideas, and it's like, let's just nip this in the bud right here before we go any further. Just know this is not okay. Like, if you end up being president, this is not okay. Like, no.
No, I mean, he's saying that, you know, how he feels, and he's honest, and it's the graduation, you know, you gotta let them know, leave them with the lesson. Obama said it, okay? So at that point, hey, he's telling everybody, listen up, pay attention, the future's coming, don't be dumb like this one, and do what he does. He tweets all the time about shit, like, openly. All the time, and like what he's, you'd be, I'm like, did he really just say this? Clorox, drink Clorox. People are drinking Clorox the next day. Like,
oh my gosh,
people were in the hospital because of this. They were like, I just ingested some Clorox. I did the study that he said. That he posted.
Trump was not wrong for telling people to drink Clorox. That's the only thing I might agree with that man. Because if you're dumb enough to take to pour some Clorox and to drink it, you might not have a place here anymore, and that's okay because you deserve it. And you probably are a Trump supporter, and we can't handle any more of those. And also, Trump is out here taking a drug that has not been approved by the FDA. I believe.
Yeah, I saw that.
And literally said, "I'm healthy. I'm doing fine." Shorty Doo-Wop called him the most unfit president in both ways. Literally the most unfit president we've ever had, and he's like, I'm healthy. No, idiot, you're taking a drug that hasn't even been approved yet. But if that's what takes him out, so be it.
Yeah. You sure he's actually taking it? You know what, let me not. I'm like, he's saying it, you know, and the drug companies, like, supporting the drug companies, they run a lot, they make so much money. Like, so investing in them, like, Trump is probably a part of that. I'm not saying he's really just out there investing. He's probably, like, saying it so people will try it, but I don't think he's really taking it. I'm just throwing that out there.
Oh, yeah, that could fund his campaign.
Because it's been proved yet. He's still taking, like, he's just an idiot, bro. He's an idiot.
Honestly, if people listen to Trump, like, there are things that are very obvious, you know, and it's like, But then there are things that he makes sound really true. And if you don't know anything, you'll be like, oh, well, this sounds right. Like, he's saying it really believably. So, like, I guess I can believe this. Like, if you say to yourself, oh, he said drink bleach, drink Lysol. Like, he said afterwards, he's like, I meant that as a joke. You can't just say things as a joke as the president and think nobody's gonna end up following what you're saying. Like, even if 5 people, you led 5 people to kill themselves, like, or get really sick. But then you want to be like, oh, I can't believe you talked about me to a bunch of students. Like, well,
Sure. No, I'm glad he said it. He was real, and then he was real. Do I want to get like political in here? I don't know, but everybody has their own opinion of who they like. You know, some people they do approve, they do approve of Trump. You know, and what he does, how he just like the taxes and stuff, how it's lowered, how gas is low. I don't even want to get into gas.
I mean, he says things that people are gonna like listen to, and sometimes what he is saying could be true, but he has told so many lies and become like so discredited that he could tell us like, guys, I saw the meteor in the sky, and like I wished on it, and I wished for happiness for the whole world. People would be like, you're lying. You are lying. You just wished on a star. Like, I don't believe you. You want me to evacuate since you can like take over my home and build on top of it and make it another Trump Tower. Like, people will not believe.
I mean, he was the same idiot that I forgot what was that thing that happened when we all weren't supposed to like look up and stare directly at it.
The solar eclipse, and then they're like, don't look, and just like,
and he literally is standing there like this, and like I think like his Secret Service or whatever had to jump in and be like, no, put these glasses on.
He held the glasses in his hand.
Huh?
He held the glasses in his hand and like looked up after they gave it to him. He's blind in multiple ways. He's blind in multiple ways.
I mean, it says a lot. It says a lot about who he is and how dumb he is. He probably doesn't believe in masks either because he didn't believe in glasses during that time. So
no, he is not wearing a mask. Like, he probably
he's taking that drug.
Oh, that's right. He's immune.
He's taking that drug. He is fine. He's like, I'm good. I don't need a mask.
I don't like this. But see, the thing is, at least we have somebody that we can listen to, like, even a little bit. Like, Obama is at least a trusted source in the public eye for the most part. There are obviously people that don't like him and feel the same way that we feel about Trump. But for the most part, we know he's told us the truth. And if he's told lies, well, he's been much better at concealing them. So, like, that makes him a little bit more trustworthy. Like, if you can really hold your lies together, a lot of other presidents have been exposed, but the black president wasn't. Like, they tried. But we can still believe the things he's saying to us. So I don't know.
He's the most, he's so open. He's an open president. He says it, whatever that comes to mind. I feel like it's the crazy shit that comes to mind. He would just post it.
Oh, Trump?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I don't know.
Of course. He doesn't care. Obama, he's... Go ahead, girl. I know Gemini.
I think we spent enough time on the Orange Man. Get into the juicy shit. The reason why the people are here. What we like to call on this fine Wednesday, hump day.
Yeah.
Gotta have a little more excitement than that. Gotta have a little more excitement.
Right?
Come on.
You know what? We need to cheers.
I finally got a drink.
You got your vodka soda? Yes, girl, yes.
Yay!
Ooh. All right.
Hump day topic.
Here. All right. So, yeah. I'm sorry. But I wanted to ask a question because, you know, everybody has those situations where, well, not everybody, not everybody, but one way or the other, you either are the friend who is being cheated on or you're the friend who finds out. And, I just wanted to know, what would you guys do? And this includes the people watching, because, like, we appreciate your comments. Like, let us know what you think. But what would you do if you found out that your friend's man or woman was cheating? Like, what would you tell them, or would you keep it to yourself, confront the partner? Like, what would you do? Okay.
Right. I mean, I would probably confront the person. I'd be like, so what's going on? Oh, what happened? Like, are you guys doing anything? And I feel like it's like clear communication, and they want to tell me or lie about it. Like, that's up to them. Like,
Would you be like, I saw you?
Yeah, I mean, you have to say I saw you. Like, like, is it?
You gotta take pictures. That's what you really gotta do. Have some hardcore.
Like, I know, but it's like also like, how long have they been doing it? Like, if you're able to make time for me, you're able to make time for this other person, and we've been cool. Hey, we're not married.
I mean, like, okay, what would you do if you found out that your friend's man was cheating? Would you tell them, like, or would you try to? What would you do?
Man, that's weird. That's weird. It's weird to be in that predicament. Personally, I couldn't say like I wouldn't tell them. That's the thing, like, but I would hate to have to be the one to tell them.
That makes sense.
Like,
the messenger.
Like, I know a friend who had to like tell her friend before that like her man was out here, whatever like that. But that's a little different. I personally feel like when it's like all with your way, like you just like, oh yeah, your nigga out here, like you just like that. But in like having to be like, bruh, your man is out here sleeping with this girl, her name is X, Y, and Z, blah blah blah, because you gotta become Inspector Gadget before you can even deliver the information, because you gotta be set on it. Then it's like, all right, cool, now I've probably invested myself too much into your relationship, more than I probably want to.
That's okay.
I don't know. I feel like that's a little messy, and I think it also depends on the friend, because if I tell you and I know that you and this person been doing this back and forth weird stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, like he might be ain't shit, but I know you want to keep on taking him back. This might be not be the first time that we've caught him in some stuff or whatever like that. I'm probably not wasting my time. I'm probably going to just mind my business and let you do you.
That makes sense. Facts. I mean, time number 3, it's like, well, we already know the trend. Like, do you even want to know? Like, at that point, you probably don't even want to know. You're like, I know what's going on, but I don't need to know directly about it. Like,
and also, like, imagine if it's like your friend was like sitting here like, oh yeah, I know my man is doing this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now you butted in and then you go to tell her something, him or her something.
Lying. She's lying. She's trying to save face. She's like, yeah, we talk about everything. We're open. We're communicative. Then she calls him and goes in the bathroom like, I can't believe this. I found out XYZ. Like, I'm throwing your shit out the window. Blah, 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 blah. And then she comes out and she's like, I'm sorry, I gotta go. Like, I have allergies. No, you found out from me that your man was cheating and you wanted to act like you were cool, but now you gotta go and throw his shit out at the side of the highway. Like, you should just tell me. I'll go with you. Let's go.
The woman who throws a man's belongings out the window is the woman who will take that man right on back. And that's probably why I would be keeping that information to myself. Like, I'm okay.
They really will. And then those are the types to also go back and be like, I'll go get it. I'm sorry. I don't get it. I remember where I threw it.
You remember when you threw it? What? Because it's for the D or something? Like, they put it down?
Sometimes they don't even know what it's for. People are just.
Why would you go? You threw it out the window and you're going to pick it up.
Like, I've seen it. I'm telling you.
People get mad. Okay.
Not me, thankfully.
Out the window to go rebuy it. Like, it's certain things that just don't make sense to me. Like, you'll go and destroy the property and be like, oh, I'm sorry. I need to apologize for what I did when I was angry. Let me buy it back for you. No, you're dumb.
You're supposed to stick to your guns if you really do that. Like, I don't throw people's stuff out the car, but that's also because I don't find myself in situations where I have to throw people's stuff out the car. So there's that. But if I do, like, I'm gonna just have to be like, look, it's gone. But we're gonna know this and move forward. We're not moving back. I'm not replacing it. Gone. You shouldn't have done what you did. Like, unless I was gone. I still won't replace it. No.
I mean, that's their thing. I don't know. I'll be pissed. I'll be pissed out my fucking mind. Like,
but if I found out somebody's like, if I found out, let's say that someone you were with was cheating, I would tell you. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, look, I got some really bad news, but I already found you like 3 people to replace this person with, but so and so is doing X, Y, Z. And you'd be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. It's his life. But I told you, and you can accept it and move on. That's the best I can do. Now, if you're not really my fan, like, I'm going to just tell you don't believe me, that's it.
So, Unique Chocolate said, my sisters / best friends, yes, I'm telling y'all. Just a friend / we cool, I might drop hints, but it's none of my business.
Exactly.
And that is what I agree with. Like, to be honest, like, I'm not gonna hold you. I've heard some stuff before, and like, I've been like, you know what? You're gonna find out when you find out. Like, I've even been in this predicament before where I've heard like through the grapevine about a friend's man or whatever. I tried to be like, sis, like, you know, didn't throw out too much because I was like,
he was at work. You said he was at work? Cause I thought I saw him on 165th, and but maybe it wasn't him. You know what? It probably wasn't him.
I mean, that's a little low. You just threw it out there, but that just only gives them an inkling of like maybe or maybe not, but they're still gonna be with them. They're just like, no, it's not true. I'm not gonna even think about it that way.
I mean, but also my thing is, personally, I also remember in that situation, like, if your man ain't shit, he ain't shit. I don't need to put more information on his ain't shitness. Like, you already know it. We all know it. You gonna come crying to us about the information anyway. I'm gonna just let you do your own work and find it. Or maybe you're at peace and you just don't want to see anything else. Who am I to disrupt your peace?
Nobody. That's true. I think he's dropping. Like, I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't want to be in that situation where somebody's like, "Oh, you're just lying. You're jealous. You're this. You're that." Because people shoot the messenger all the time. Look at the death rate. Google it, okay, and see how many causes of death are being shot by telling somebody, "Oh, your man is with so and so. Your girl is with so and so." Like, you have to have photo proof. You have to have a video. Fuck a photo. You have to have a video.
Chocolate said, especially if I didn't see it with my own eyes.
That's why you gotta have a video. You have to be like, look, they hugged and not suspicious. And she's like, nah, that's just his friend. And then they kiss. And you're like, you see? You see. This is what I saw. This is what you see. So this is not your life choice. But I have given you the opportunity to pack your bags and go. Or pack his bags or her bags. Who cares? Like,
I mean, that's also up to them, you know, like if they feel like, you know, everything was going good, that they should not, you know, itching, like, and how long they've been together. Sometimes if you know the little details about their life, like you're like, you know, that's how it's going, like eventually you'll find out.
Oh gosh, I have a really good reference actually. It's from Desperate Housewives, just to like, you know, give a warning. So one of the plots, somebody they're like their kid is homeless, and while he's out on the street, you know, he's like sleeping with men and stuff for money. So then after he comes back home, they go to the school science fair or history fair, whatever, and then he sees one of the guys that he slept with, but the guy is there and recognizes him, and he's like, I know you from somewhere. And then he realized, and he's with his wife. So then the kid's mom tells the wife, and she's like, I knew he was doing stuff, but now I have like horrible details of what he's doing, and I didn't need to know. So guess what? Your daughter's sleeping with her history teacher. And I was like, ooh, this is why you don't go in people's business. She was like, I was fine living my life. I knew he was doing stuff, and now I know he's picking people up off the street. Thanks. Sometimes you really just don't want to know. You're like, I know he's not in my bed. I know he's in someone else's. I don't need to know who's.
I
That's
guess
what I
it's
was
also
saying about disrupting people's peace. Let that man cheat in peace. Let your friend cheat in peace. Because I bet you if your friend was cheating on her man, you're not going to run and tell her man that she's cheating on him. That's none of your business.
That's true. You're supposed to just be that good person who said at least twice, this isn't a good idea. You probably shouldn't do this. And once you say that, you're in the clear. I don't know.
Listen, everybody is grown. Do what you want to do.
I agree with that. Let it go.
Everybody's grown.
I was going about my day. I just saw it. I'm just gonna keep going. I gotta stay focused. Do what you do. I'm gonna keep going. Okay, I can feel that one. I can feel that one. Yeah,
Listen,
let it go.
if it's
I'm just gonna set my mind, call it night. Okay.
If it's my best friend, then I'm on the phone or I'm texting SOS. You might want to pull up where I'm at. But if it's some
SOS fire that they show up.
alert,
That's a good idea. See, take notes, everybody. Take notes. That's a good idea. Just be like, hey, can you meet me here right now?
Right.
the video proof. I would stab up the tires if I had to, just to make sure that he had a stall. I would do whatever needs to be
But
done.
make sure it's not her car first, because he might be taking her car out to cheat, and then you pop a hole in her tires, and she can't even now use her car.
They do that too. But yeah, if it's one of my best friends or my sisters, then yeah, I'm going to sit there. It's going to be recorded. If I see it in that moment when I see it, I hate to tell you this, sis, but where's your man right now? He's going to need an alibi, okay? And his alibi not going to work because we might be at the same place. Now, yeah, I mean, but if it's one of y'all random hoes, I'm sorry. I'm minding my business.
For real. I mean, if it were me, I'd want to know, but I'd want to know delicately, because I don't want to use all my anger on you. I don't want to get angry with you. I want to get angry with him. So I need to save all that and not be like, oh no, you told me this and you showed me proof and now you've ruined my life. No man can ruin your life. Let's be clear, guys. No man can really ruin your life. But you have those moments of heartbreak where you're like, what? No. And if it's your fault, I get a little upset, but I'll take it out on him. What are you doing cheating? If you didn't want to be in a relationship, just leave. But no,
I
pull
up with sister's favorite ice cream, candy,
lemon sorbet, Haagen-Dazs.
Weed if she's into that herbal, and some hookah, and be like, we about to have a girls' night. Let me break into.
No, you're about to make me get into a relationship with a cheater just so he cheats, and then I can get all that shit. Yo, don't even. The after quarantine pack.
I'm just saying. I mean, my one friend who had to do it, she said she pulled up on her friend with a bottle, and let the moment ride out, let everything be cool, and then be like, so.
That's what you gotta do. Facts. You take care. You take care of them.
Yeah, that's true.
The devil, if you tell your friend, you can expect a certain kind of reaction, but if you tell somebody you're not as close with, they could do any number of things. You do not know how people react sometimes. True. If I tell you something like that, I know how you'll react. So I'll be like, okay, I'm going to make sure to have her isolated in the woods 10 miles from a car before I really get into the nitty gritty. You might even say, I need to talk to you. We are out of the city limits. No.
No, somebody just said, what the fuck? You could have just told me. We could have just got coffee. Come on.
You think it's that simple?
People got lives to live. I mean, at the same time, shit happens, but take just the coffee,
take a end up with coffee in your face.
Coffee.
Exactly.
Coffee. Coffee in your face.
I've calmed down a lot, so I feel like I could sit there and be like, okay. but I'll be plotting. I need to
I
be
was
on
going to say, it
vacation.
would just be a calm plot. It would just be a calm plot. You'd be like, I'm in public. I'm not gonna get myself arrested. Like that wouldn't be smart. So I'm gonna just be calm now, and later, that's it. Right?
Nah, I'd be sitting there plotting, like, okay, really? And what? Where? Oh, what she look like? Okay.
Then you're on Google like,
I'd be like, is this her Instagram? Because I thought I saw this before. Okay. Bet. And then that's when you know it's a problem.
once you get to the bed, that's it. That's it. It's a wrap. Oh my god.
Is DJ Dean say y'all not trying to be 6'9"?
Stop.
I mean,
for our friends, yeah, our real friends, I'm snitching.
the reverse. It's the reverse of his, because he did the people who were so fake to him. So he was like, "Fuck it, like I'm gonna tell you. So if you're really close, I'm gonna tell you."
He's like, I'll ruin you. I don't get in trouble on purpose, but hey,
he came back to a rainbow room.
He did. Yo, the girls, pussy. He's chilling, counting his money.
What's his tattoo? His face tattooed right here.
He has his own face. Okay, I never heard that. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
His girlfriend.
Oh damn.
Yeah, she does.
It's,
but I mean,
that's another story.
We all telling our best friends or really good friends, all them other bitches they can find out on their own. I'm gonna act surprised too. I'm probably gonna be like, I told you he wasn't shit. And just keep pushing.
If you press up, that's it. They'll be like, you knew and you didn't tell me. And it's like, look, I got my own life. I got my own problems. Like, I'm trying to survive out here. I didn't have time to worry about you blowing up over this. Now you know, and I have time for you. So let's handle it. What do you need?
I feel like if you watch that friend be in a similar situation and still choose to be involved, I think that's when you know, like, all right, cool. I'm not going to involve myself in further situations. So, the hell?
Honestly,
yeah, I would say like that would be the time where I would be like, yeah, I'm not gonna involve myself in more situations going on, blah blah blah. Like that's when I would protect myself, But yeah, if you dumb, you dumb. You can stay.
people who choose to go back, they make their own bed. Like, not saying it's your fault, but like, just know what you're getting with this package that you like so dearly that you keep going back.
But I think with that being said,
you ready to go into your wind down?
Wind down.
I think it's time to wind down. Cheers. Cheers. What y'all drinking anyway?
Wine, sangria.
In the fancy glass. I see you.
I know, right? Who am I?
Looking grown.
Stop.
The wind down is a little messy. I don't know how we're winding down with this one, but yeah. So, Bree, you could introduce the wind down.
All right. So, okay, you know how people will go out and then they'll accidentally meet like the same person, like they'll go out with the same person as their friend and not even know for, let's say, like 2 weeks, and then they find out, oh man, like you've been going out with him. Well, me too. What would you do, like if you found out you were dating the same guy, and would you share, like, or would you be mad? Would you say like you're not seeing him but your friend can see him? Like, what would you guys do? I know what I would do. I'll say later though. Like, what would you do? You?
Oh, what would I do? Well, at that point, let me see if you made a good choice. Like, who you seeing? Like,
no, because like if you're dating the same guy, you can like you have to make a decision, or he has to make a
Right. I mean, we'll talk about it. I mean, if he's been dating us both, making time. I mean, depends on how much time you really want from him, because he's been working you both in the same week. Okay, so
If it
what's
works for
up?
you. If it works for you.
And again, you're dating, so is it worth it? Do you think you could just like hook your hook on? I, shit, we'll see.
What do you think? What would you do? AK.
How I didn't know that you was talking to the same man as me. This is why you need to low key disclose your stuff. Like the fuck?
I mean, that's true. Shit, you should have said something. I've been asking you like who you dating, and I told you. Yo,
Like, I mean,
disgusting.
I know, and I can say like definitely as you get older. I don't know if it's a getting older thing or anything like that, but even sometimes with my friends before I even got into my relationship, like well before I even started like talking to my partner, like I was very like not discreet with it, but kind of like all right, let me feel it out first before I like let them know who this person is, or at least let them see them. But like I feel like they gotta. This is on some real same girl type shit. Like to be honest,
I used
like
to love that song, but then R. Kelly,
yeah,
and I
no.
can't even listen to it anymore.
But I feel like it's definitely on some same girl type of stuff. But I feel like if this is like a really close friend, then we'd have to have a conversation, see how invested the person is, like, or see who he wants to choose, because you can't be mad at anybody because what's the odds, you know? And to be honest, that 6 degree of separation shit is real. Like people know everybody somehow, some way. Like there is some way to tie you to somebody else. So what's the odds? Especially living in New York, I feel like it's so easy. And
Facts.
make it Queens, and then you're always gonna be somebody's ex of somebody's ex who dated this. Like everybody know everybody. So
Even in Manhattan, you can run into people. Brooklyn, like you just end up going into the same place and you see somebody and you're like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, I didn't know you came out here. And they're like, oh yeah, I do XYZ. You end up going to the same places as your coworkers or like, somebody from work. You know how many jobs people have? But I mean, it's one of those things where you can't be mad because somebody made a choice. You kind of have to like accept it, unless you were going out with the guy for like 3 months and then your friend was only going out with him for like a month, and you're like, well, I was kind of deep in this by the time you showed up, and we weren't like boyfriend and girlfriend, but we were really like trying to head there, and it's like, well,
but
so was I. It's like
you really trying to head there if he was talking to
exactly that's what I'm saying. It's like if it's not actually happening, then does it really count? Like you kind of gotta weigh things out.
you.
Yeah.
Can show that you were feeling one way in the situation, but obviously he wasn't. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you just said, like, oh, we were talking for 3 months. We kind of were heading in the boyfriend girlfriend thing, but you said your friend was only talking to him for 1 month. So you thought y'all was heading in the boyfriend girlfriend thing. He was keeping his options open and just so happened to talk to your friend. But I feel like in this world with Instagram and all the social media, if you did not peep my Instagram and peep that either me and Shorty was together on one of my pages, or like we have a picture together on her page, and didn't sit there and be like, oh shit, I don't know. It's a little weird.
He becomes like low key fair game in that period of time. Because I feel like if you're not actually committed and that person hasn't really given you the impression that you are going to be in a monogamous relationship, you can't be mad because he's dating somebody else. I mean, if he knows it's your friend, obviously then that's like just messy. But even still, he might meet your friend and be like, she is just as nice and she is just as interesting and I want to get to know her, and he just has to deal with the repercussions of like having to choose and going through a little mess. But
I
like,
think
why
that,
did you do it? Why did you do it and not find out who they knew?
and also I just find that hard to believe, because when you start talking to people, you're gonna talk about like your friends. You're gonna talk about like X, Y, and Z. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, my best friend Nia or my best friend Dom. If you don't hear that, like
Facts.
And sit there and put 1 and 2 together, like, wait, because you could sit there and be like, oh, my best friend Dom, and they be like, Dom who? Dom from where? That's when you start getting suspicious. Oh, you know them? Oh, you know them. Man, it's that's back,
It's messy.
back in the day, I could see how that could be possible, but right
Even
now,
with Facebook, back like, my kind of back in the day, like, you go on Facebook and you look somebody up based on like their nickname or like the name your friend gives, and like who they are. Or their friend will be like, oh, this is their page. Like, there's just too many ways to find out, to have that kind of like coincidence. But if you don't go on social media, I guess it's more possible.
I know. Like when you're like talking to someone and then you like look up their page, like, oh, because you met, maybe like you didn't care like maybe first few times that you were with them, but then you're like, this person's kind of cute, and you look them up and you see you got like 5 same mutual friends, and you're just like, damn, like,
how
should I confront these people? Like, how you know each other? Like, you gotta
clarify. It's too cute. I gotta find out first.
Like shit, like
that mutual killer, because I'd be like, ooh.
You know Erica? Like,
Derica. You know Derica? Okay.
Shit, this is Derica, Erica,
Brittany. You know too many people I know. First of all, we can't even start fresh. You already know like 17 people I know. So that's an X right there. Sorry. You can only meet people randomly in a park these days. Otherwise, 6th degree, like you said.
It's just too hard not to know how to not know somebody at this point. That's the way I look at it. Like,
I wonder if people would share. Like, like there's some people who would say, oh, I mean, I'm comfortable with him dating other people, and I guess if it's you, it's gonna be you, but enjoy, like have a good time. Because there are people who aren't all serious and hoping for more from a relationship, and they're like, I like to hang out with this person, we're dating, or we're like, lovers or whatever. And they don't care what the other person does. So they might be like, don't tell me about it, but when he's not with me, what do I know? Like,
I think that don't tell me about it is a very scary territory to like cross over into, because if you sit there and you're like, okay, yeah, cool, if you're going to continue to talk to him, you could talk to him, I'm going to talk to him too, right? But now you sitting there wondering when they chilling, what's going on, what's the dynamic of their relationship like. Oh, like, I feel like you would put too much thought into it. Like, you could naturally be like, oh, I don't give a fuck. But that'll be like your first response. And then sooner or later, you're going to remember that your friend is still messing and dating the same person you're dating. Like, I think that's just weird. I think that there would have to be some sort of resolution other than, I'm going to mess with him, you going to mess with him. We're going to decide who's going to stay, who's going to leave, or he will. Because
I mean, it depends on the guy, I guess, like how he is, and it depends on who the friend is. Because if it's one of those sneaky friends, or let's say it's like a really good friend whose happiness you care about, like you might say, okay, look, I'm not trying to marry him. Have fun, but like if I get more serious about him, I was here first. You gotta go.
No, that's the thing. If it's a friend whose feelings you care about, and you see that she's genuinely happy, why wouldn't you dip out at that point? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, really happy. What if I have nobody else? What if this is all I've got?
That's very
it's hard for me to really say that. Like, I feel like honestly, like I'm in an open relationship right now, and it's like I feel like if that person is doing whatever they do, and they're like telling me like, oh yeah, I'm with this person, I'm with like one other person, and I'm like, okay, like I understand that. Sometimes I'm gonna be busy, I'm gonna be doing me. Okay, I go out, see friends, talk to people, and if you're like out doing you and you see that person, and okay, like I am aware of it. Like I wouldn't say like I would.
Yeah, that's like communication.
But little communication like that, And if you're seeing someone else, you guys like each other. I mean, maybe it'll work out between you. And maybe if you tell me like, okay, can you fall back? I really like this person. Like okay, that's something we have to discuss. Like, but listen, if we've been working out, we've been dating. Then hey, do how you do. And if I feel like I'm not comfortable anymore, then that's also me who has to say something.
Yeah.
But I feel like the difference between an open relationship, we're talking about an open relationship, which is completely different because an open relationship 9 times out of 10 might not be open with your friend. Now we're talking about a person that you're actually cool with, dating the same.
And aware of like dating other people kind of thing. Like maybe not exactly an open relationship, but it's like, oh, we're both still dating around. So if I know you're dating somebody else, I don't need to know who it is, or I don't know who it is, but I know that there may be somebody else. So I'm not caught off guard when I'm like, oh wow, you're dating my friend? Like I didn't know you were dating people. Like that's just awkward.
I mean, if you're going to be in an open relationship, you should know that your partner is dating somebody else. Like, I mean, I guess to everybody's each his own. Like, but I know when I originally was in my very first open relationship, like that person knew like who I was messing around with just because like it was like, all right, cool, this is who I'm with. Like, if I mention this name, you know, I'm with this person, whatever, just moving forward. But I think the real question at hand is if my friend and I are talking to the same person, and if Shorty is feeling him more than me, then she could have him. Like, I feel like you gotta take one for the team, like, you know? Or you ultimately have to let him decide because he's the one who's really gonna choose. But I couldn't realistically see myself being like, it's okay, we both continue to mess with him, sis. Like, and then like I'm on the phone with you and then like you tell me, oh yeah, now we had like the most beautiful picnic. He bought bottles of Andre and bought me my Hennessy that I love so much. And he even made a charcuterie and like all this other stuff. And it was mad cute. We fed the birds and rode bikes in Central Park. And then I know anytime he calls me, we linking up and we sitting in the car. I'm not okay with that.
Yo, that is no. We're driving somewhere. Bring me to a park. I want to see some grass. I want to see some grass.
And that's ultimately what would end up happening. It would be like, yes, sis, you do your thing. I'm gonna do my thing. The next thing you know, y'all being mad weird on the phone, like, oh, so what you doing later? Because you want to know what sis is doing later. Because you want to see if she's thinking with y'all man.
But wait, would you tell the guy? Like, would you say like, oh, by the way, I know you're dating so and that's fine right now, but like one day you're gonna have to make a decision, or like, oh, I'm gonna fall back and you guys can do your thing. Like, would you communicate to him that you know, or would it just be like, you guys each are shooting your shot? He still is making a natural, like, organic decision, and just going about each other's lives.
I feel like it would have to be a conversation. I would definitely let that person know, like, all right, cool. We found out that you're talking to both of us. We both had no clue, blah, blah, blah. News to us. You know what I'm saying? And just let it rock out like that, you know? Or if I decide to back out because of my friend, I would kindly let him know. Communication should be at the forefront of everything anyway. You know what I'm saying?
You would let him know you were leaving because your friend liked him more?
No, I would be like, you know what? I realize that my friend is dating you. I'm gonna get that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna admit her feelings for her.
Right? That's what I was about to say. That's smart.
Yeah, admitted it yet, then that's none of my business. But I will let him know, like, I have to bow out gracefully, like, or like, but I would never put it out there, like, oh, you're gonna have to make a decision or you're gonna have to make a choice. Ultimatums are not acceptable in anything. So, no.
And honestly, they pick the person who doesn't give them an ultimatum in the end because that person is open to letting them choose, you know? Right? Not saying like you have to choose because that kind of ultimatum, really, it's up to you now. Like, you think the ball is in the court of the person who's deciding, but it's like, if you're not okay with this, like, this person's okay, I'm okay, you're not okay, so that's your business. And now you have to decide if you're okay with me dating other people or if you want to find another more suitable relationship. Like, don't come to me telling me I have to choose. I made my choice. I was already choosing. I was dating both y'all. Now you have a problem, so you work it out for yourself. Like, if you don't like me dating your friend, well, your friend doesn't mind me dating you. She knows I'm here right now.
But we'd be assuming that all parties are unaware that everybody is friends. Now, if we're talking about all parties, two of the parties are aware that that the guy is dating you and your friend knows that he's dating you, but you don't know that she dating him, then now we got a problem because that's messy.
Yeah,
So
that is messy. That's shady. Like, you've now gone into the dark. That's shady.
Like when she doesn't know.
Mhm.
But the other one knows.
Yeah. Oh. Like that makes you more of like a mistress type. Because even if it's not your intention, it's like the woman who finds out that her boyfriend is married and she's like,
true.
"Oh my gosh, you're married? Well, I'm never gonna see you again after you come pick up this pencil from my house."
There are people out there like that. They're like, they're down.
I would do my work just to claim him and get him rid of that friend. Like, make him stop dating her and then dip.
That's dip? Wait, you said dip.
You're so funny. Shut up. My work. I know you want me, but now I'm a dip.
Now I know it's safe to go because I got you.
Should have told me in the beginning.
Get the man, leave the man. Now both are single because you decided to play me. Not only am I gonna leave the man, but I'm probably going to do something to hurt him. Okay, I am coming back for blood. And then Shorty do up, I don't know, but she'll be handled some other way.
You could just tell her, oh yeah, like he picked. First of all, she'd be salty because he picked you, and then she'd be salty because you dumped him. and then even that, he doesn't want her anymore.
We wouldn't even be friends no more. But something coming for that ass, okay? I don't know what you see. Remember when I said earlier in this episode, I said that if you told me some wild shit, I'd probably sit there and be like, okay, bet. And that's the problem, because at that point I would have been planning. I would have my plan ready.
That's what you gotta do it sometimes, because like if you don't come up ready with a plan, people will get you.
No, they surprise the fuck out of you. Be like, okay, you're telling me this now, okay. I mean, it also depends on the time. Like, it's been 5 years.
Like, that's true. People really hit you with some stuff like later on, and you're like, so what exactly am I supposed to do with this information? Because he changed his address, so I can't find him now, and it's too late to just, go hard. So what did you tell me this for? Like, that we were dating him at the same time? Like, did you date him after?
Now I ask her to square up. That's just it, because that's foul, and we can't move forward being friends. Like, you're not holding something like that so precious for me for 5 years and thinking that we're cool. Like, no, you're not being at. Nope. Goodbye.
Okay, I watch a lot of TV, not gonna lie, but one thing I saw that I've thought about a few times, like these two friends, they were friends since college. They were college roommates. And then when one of them was like in a relationship and engaged, she and their boyfriend broke up, like for like a weekend or something like that. And in that time, the guy slept with the college roommate. So they get married. They reconcile and they get married. And 20 years later, the college roommate comes back and she's like hanging out. She starts living on the street and she's like, oh, I'm over it. And he's like, don't tell her. Then she gets drunk. She's like, I still love him. And then, long story short, the wife finds out. What would you do? Because I would be like, you are so fake for not telling me. Like, I don't care if you guys slept together only one night. But if you don't tell me right away when you see I'm marrying him, like, you're just foul. And you waited this long, you held feelings, like, you're just foul. I don't know. It's the same kind, I mean, it's not the exact same thing, but it's your friend. Like, this is somebody that you trust around your boyfriend. And you can't just be like, oh, yeah, by the way, when you guys were broken up, we slept together once. 3 times in one night.
You know what? That's where you just head out. Just head out. You know what? You got it. Like, I mean, also you got to go to the person. So, what's going on with this? Like, do you want to do this again with this person? Like,
Right? Like you've been hanging around her and now you tell me that you've actually slept with her and I had no idea, so I'm just sitting here looking stupid while you guys know.
Right. So what do you want to do about it? Like I would definitely sit both of them. So what do you want to do about this? Like it's been fucking 5 years. Like let's see, let's
It
talk.
was
Like
20 years. It was
what
20 years.
20 years. Let's
Hmm.
talk. I'm about to
And
make dinner. Like
the
what the
worst
hell?
thing is, nobody ever wants to sit there and look stupid. That's like the biggest thing. Nobody ever wants to sit there and look dumb. But I feel like if it's something that happened 20 years ago, then that's old news. And we're talking about a college roommate. Like, how close were you in this roommate? Like, you guys
Oh
also
no,
were
we were like
broken up.
really close. Yeah, that's the thing that I was thinking about, the broken up part. But like they were pretty close. I mean, it's been 20 years, so obviously this guy does not love her and wanted to be with his wife. But still. We'll continue. Sorry, my bad, my bad.
I feel like it's something simple and minute. Yeah, of course you definitely want to know, but of course not everybody's going to feel like they're entitled to tell you certain things. And that's just people, like, And like maybe that situation weighed on her super heavy. Maybe that was like maybe that was just something that just stuck with her, in that moment. Now her popping up and saying, "Oh, I still love him," that's a little stupid, but I would laugh it out and then kick the bitch out. That's it. It's simple.
Oh no,
It's
she said that to the wife's friend, and the friend was like, "You gotta tell her." So she told her. She like broke down. She was like, "I slept with him. I'm so sorry," but like she didn't. She told him, like she told her a little bit about her feelings, but she didn't make it seem serious. But girl, you do not go and put yourself in that kind of situation if you know you still have feelings for this person. Like it seems a little deceptive, even still. Like it seems a little underhanded. People do that though. Like it's not just TV, but people do that.
I just feel like a situation like that, that's a lot of time. That's a lot of like it's just a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of time. It was a one time thing. Feel how you want to feel. You can't like she said like are they both unaware? Yeah, well, I mean, oh wait, for the pin question. Yeah, they both were unaware. But you can't you can't sit there and be mad at somebody's feelings. Like that's what it is. Like you cannot be mad at somebody's feelings. So somebody might always lust after your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your whatever, but you can't control that. You can't go fight every bitch that likes your man. You can't fight every like girl that likes every man that likes your girl. You can't do that. So you just let it rock out. At the end of the day, in that situation, Shorty had the ring and I would keep it like that. He only fucked once. He didn't go back for more. Now, if he did, we got a problem.
For real. For real. She was just doing shit to him to like, well, she was like, don't tell him that I know. So just, I'm gonna do little things to him. And she put peanut butter on the stairs and like ripped his pants and like burned him with coffee and stuff. She was like, oh yeah, you want some cold coffee? And he took like a big sip, burned his mouth. She was really petty. Petty Lavelle right there. But she did it right. She was like, I don't want to make up. I want to be mad. And I want to just like, you know, do what I gotta do, and then I'll get over it.
Okay. So just like throw some petty shit out there.
Mhm. Do little things.
Just
But
think
I
petty. Look. Oh, okay.
I I was just gonna say that I know like we've been talking about a lot of infidelity and stuff, but you guys can trust your partners. Some of y'all, at least listen to your friends because they know what they're talking about sometimes. But yeah, AK, do you have anything to say? Do you want to tell the people where they can find you? Because I'm a little lined out.
Okay, guys. I'm AK. You can find me on Instagram at AK Explains It AK Explains It All on YouTube at Sex Talk with AK. Actually, next week is my birthday, and I have some shit that I plan on dropping for you all. So stay tuned. Make sure to follow my page. Also, check out my page. I just became an ambassador for a good ass shisha. You feel me? So check my page out so you can get a discount code and put in your orders. Anything from you, Bree?
She's working hard because she's two people. She's a Gemini right there. But You can find me on Instagram at naturally.breezy_. I just finished out my semester, so I need some time to take a break and play a lot of video games. So you can find me on Xbox Live. And it is still Trishy's birthday for about 2 more hours. So tell them where they can find you.
You can find me at Trishii, TRISHII_to the_T. Like I'm here during this quarantine, just still going to work, just singing, sometimes making music.
Go. Fine. And she got a little lick it up,
working on my hobbies, having fun today, relaxed, and I'm just so happy to really be here and to be here with my best friend.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for being here. I'm a little winded out. So I think this is the perfect time to head out.
Right? Thank you guys for having me here. This was fun.
Bye.